So type of estimates. Fine. So in the last class we have seen the estimate. What is estimate? Okay. What are the technical terms which are coming in your chapter? So now in this session we are going to see the types of estimate which are coming in your chapter. So for your BTO syllabus, there are only four types of estimates which are mentioned in your syllabus. But here I'll explain nine types of estimate which are given in your BN Data textbook. Okay. The first one is your preliminary or abstract or approximate estimate. So this type of estimate is required for preliminary studies. So first, if any project is given to you, the first thing which you are going to do is preliminary studies. Okay, this type of estimate is required for your preliminary studies of a project to decide the financial position and policy for administrative sanction by the competent administrative authority. Okay, so um, if see in this society, in our society, if some, I'm giving an example, so some politician will announce one package, he will do something. Okay, he's announced some of the package in his agenda. Okay, so that agenda, for example, you take, he told that he will build a bridge. Okay, so he has promised the people to build a bridge. Now what will the officers do? There will be two officers, one is administrative department and another one is technical department. Okay, so the what the politician is promised, it will be noted by the administrative department, and they will tell the technical department that the politician has promised such and such bridges, so see whatever the cost is. So then the technical sanction department, what will they do? They will do this preliminary or approximate or abstract estimate. Okay, this technical department people will do this preliminary estimate and they will send to the administrative authority. Okay, so once this preliminary estimate is received by the administrative authority, what they will do? They will see the financial position, means it is profitable or not, like that they will see, and they will give the approval. Once the approval is given to the technical department, then they will produce, they will they will do another estimate, that is detailed estimate, and they will produce the technical sanction. Okay, they will produce the technical sanction, and for that technical sanction they will call the tenders. So this is the procedure which is going to happen in your PWD, like that. Okay, so just I told so that you have an interest on what we are dealing today. So such type of estimate which we are seeing today, right? So first one is preliminary estimate. This type of estimate is required for preliminary studies. Okay, for a project to decide the financial position and policy for administrative sanction by the competent administrative authority. So the approximate estimate is prepared with the practical knowledge and cost of similar works. So in the technical department, they have already done so many bridges. Okay, so they will do what on that practical knowledge. Okay, if this much amount is has happened for that type of bridge, so something extra will be costing for this type of project. So they will give an approximate estimate. Okay, so this is accompanied with a site plan or layout plan. A percentage about 5 to 10% is added as contingencies. So in this case, commercial projects as irrigation, if you see irrigation projects, okay, residential building projects, similar project which earn revenue, so which will earn revenue for the government of India, okay, or government of Karnataka, which will earn revenue. So the probable cost, okay, the probable income may be worked out, and from the preliminary estimate the approximate cost is known, and then it will be seen whether the investment on the project is justified or not. So they will calculate how much revenue we are getting. Okay, after calculating how much revenue, they will see whether the investment the on the project we are doing, we are justifying or not. They will, the officers will think, and they will proceed with your preliminary or approximate estimate. Okay, so this estimate is prepared showing separately the approximate cost of all the items of work as cost of land, So cost of each building, cost of roads, water supply, sanitary works, electrification, etc. The estimate is accompanied by a brief report explaining the necessity and utility of the project. Fine. So this is the preliminary estimate. The next one comes is your plinth area estimate. So we already learned what is plinth area. Okay, so this is prepared on the basis of plinth area of the building. Okay, the rate being deducted from the cost of similar buildings having similar specification, height and construction in the locality. So plinth area estimate is calculated by finding the plinth area of the building and multiplying the plinth area rate. So I already told you how to calculate this. Okay, so what they will do, they will take the plinth area of the building and they will multiply with the plinth area rate. So where this rate will be, it is in the SR book. Fine. So whatever rate it is provided in the locality, so that rate we are taking and we are multiplying and we are getting the plinth area estimate. Okay. The next is cubic rate estimate. So cubic rate estimate is prepared on the basis of cubical contents of the building. So what are the cubical contents? So the cube rate being deducted from the cost of similar buildings having similar specification and construction in the locality. So this is calculated by finding the cubical content of the building, that is length into breadth into height, and multiplied it by the cube rate. Okay. So if you want to estimate for a wall, you have to take length, breadth and height. So it is fully formed, it will be formed a cube, right? So on that rate, on that you will multiply the cube rate estimate, so that you will get an approximate or cube rate estimate on that particular project. So cube rate estimate is more accurate to than plinth area estimates. Why? Because in the plinth area estimate we are not considering the height factor, but here in the cubical rate estimate we are considering the height factor, so that the cube rate estimate is most accurate than the plinth area estimate. So next is approximate quantity method. So in this method, approximate, okay, total length of work is found in running meter. Okay, and this total length is multiplied by the rate per running meter of the wall gives fairly accurate cost. For this method, the plan or line plan of the structure should be available. Okay, for this method the structure may be divided into foundation including plinth. So here if any structure is given, okay, if this is ground level, it is divided into two, that is foundation including plinth, this is one part, and second one is the superstructure. So the running meter cost for foundation and superstructure should be calculated first, this is calculated first. Okay, and then this running meter rate should be multiplied by the total length of the wall, so that we will get an approximate quantity estimate. Fine. So next one is the detailed estimate. So it is very important, and which are the PWD, any estimate office is following this estimate. Okay, the detailed estimate. So detailed estimate is an accurate estimate, consists of the quantities of each items of works and working the cost. So the dimensions, length, breadth, height of each item are taken out correctly from the drawing, and quantities of each items are calculated. So the detailed estimate is prepared in two stages. So in here the detailed estimate we have two separate tabular columns, so that each and every part of the building, the dimension is calculated. If it is to be deducted, it's deducted. If it is addition, if anything we need to add, then we can add them. So like that, the detailed estimate is very accurate one. Okay, the detailed estimate is prepared in two stages. So first one is detail of measurement and calculation of quantities. Second one is abstract of estimated cost. Okay, so details of measurement and calculation of the quantities. So as the name suggests, here we will have the, for particular type of work, what is the measurement, what is the quantity. Okay, so measurement and quantity in one tabular column, and what is the rate of that, it is another tabular column. Okay, I'll show you. See, the details of measurement and calculation of quantities. So the details of measurement of each item of work are taken out correctly from the plan and drawing, and quantities under each items are computed or calculated in tabular form named as details of measurement form. So here we are, this is the form. Okay, item number one, we are telling description, what work we are going to do. If you consider as earthwork, okay, earthwork is considered, then for what and all earthwork, in which numbers you have to take, what is the length, what is the breadth, what is the height, we have to multiply them and you will get the quantity. Fine. So like this we are going to calculate the details of measurement and calculation. Next one is abstract of estimate cost. So the cost of each item of work is calculated in a tabular form from the quantities already computed. So these quantities are already computed in the first tabular column, which is that details of measurement and calculation. Here we are already aware with the quantities which are coming. Okay, with that quantity we are just multiplying what the unit, how much unit is there and what is the rate, and you will get the amount here. Okay, the cost of each item of work is calculated in tabular form from the quantities already computed, and total cost is worked out in the abstract of estimate form. The rates of different items of work are taken as per the schedule of rates. So the unit rate, they are all given in the schedule of rates. Just you have to calculate quantities. Once your the quantity is known, open your schedule of rates books, enter the rate, multiply, and you'll get the amount what and all you are getting occurring in that project. So this is the detailed estimate. So you can see a detailed estimate form and abstract form. Okay. So here see filling with query muck. So some renovation work is there. It is just an example. That's it. Okay. So filling with query muck. So what they are doing? So quantities are there. How many numbers? What is the length? What is the breadth? What is the depth? Okay. So once they are getting, what is the quantity? So total quantity, total derived quantity, what that is total net quantity. So this is what detailed estimate. So for this quantity here, for this quantity, what is the rate? So rate is taken from the SR book. What is the rate? Okay. So this must 13.740 cubic meter at 1104.45 per cubic meter. Just multiply them, we'll get the total cost for that item of work which is going to be incurred for that work. Okay, so like this they are calculating the, for each and every items of work they are calculating the how much cost it may be incurred. Okay, the next estimate is the revised estimate. So revised estimate is the detailed estimate and is prepared under any one of the following circumstances when the original sanctioned estimate exceeds more than 5%. So already estimate is sanctioned. Okay, when the original sanctioned estimate is exceeds more than 5%, then the officers will tell us to revise it. Okay, when the expenditure on a work exceeds of administration by more than 10%, so first game they will prepare, first they will prepare preliminary estimate, right? So preliminary estimate only what they will sanction, no, if it is more than 10%, okay, then they will give for revised estimate. When there are material deviation from the original proposal, even though the cost may be met from the sanctioned amount, then also they will follow the, they will ask the authority to give the revised estimate. The revised estimate should be accompanied by comparative statement showing the variation of each items of work. So they can't just revise it, and they have to give necessary statement or necessary reason why they are going to revise. So such and all are there which you will understand in future. Okay. The next one is supplementary estimate. Okay. Supplementary estimate is a detailed estimate and is prepared when additional works are required to supplement the original works. Okay. So one estimate is already going on, one project is already going on, but you require some additional work. Okay. In that time, the officer in charge will give a requisition for the technical sanction departments, so that they want a supplementary estimate when for some additional work they want a supplementary estimate, so they will provide the supplementary estimate. Okay, when further development is required during the process of work, this supplementary estimate is prepared. So this is a fresh detailed estimate of additional works in addition to the original estimate. Okay, in addition to the original estimate, it is a fresh detailed estimate which is attached to the original estimate. Okay, so its name is supplementary estimate. Next is supplementary and revised estimate. So when a work is partially abandoned, okay, and the remaining work is less than 95% of the original sanction estimate, so then we are going to this supplementary and revised estimate. So when there are material deviations and changes in the design, which may cause excess of saving in the estimate, that time also we are we are requisitioning for the authority to provide the supplementary and revised estimate. A supplementary and revised estimate is then prepared and fresh technical sanction of the competent authority is obtained. Okay, need on the site will the site in charge, the site officer will see this all, whether he need which type of estimate, what is going on. Okay, once you get the site knowledge, no, then you can figure it out. So what and what estimate you require, so detailed estimate is given. Okay, for that detailed estimate, if they want supplementary, you can take. For that supplementary you want also revised, then you can take supplementary and revised estimate based on the clauses, right? So next is annual repair and annual maintenance estimate. Okay, it's also called as AR or AM estimate. So this estimate is a detailed estimate and it's prepared to maintain the structure or work in proper to order and safe conditions. So maintenance work. Okay, for the buildings, if they have to do maintenance work, they need to provide an annual repair or annual maintenance estimate. So for buildings, they that include whitewashing, color washing, painting, minor repairs, etc. For roadworks, tarring, patch repairing, renewals, repair of bridges, culverts, etc. We have seen this in day-to-day life. Okay, in our college road only, they are doing tarring, patching, repairing for every 6 months. So like that, they are preparing estimates, submitting to the authority, then finishing the work and then taking the amount. So that is going on process. The next is extension and improvement estimate. So when some changes and extensions are required to be made in the old work, the cost of which cannot be met by the annual repair and maintenance estimate. So what they're telling, when the cost is more than annual repair and maintenance estimate, in that cases a detailed estimate is prepared for such work, which is called as what, extension and improvement estimate. Okay, so when the amount is more than the annual repair and maintenance estimate, they will ask the authority to give extension and improvement estimate so that the work will go smoothly. Okay, so these were the types of estimates which are coming in your syllabus. So I hope you understand. Thank you. Have a good day.